Solyan. Hey everyone, welcome to North and Rooted. I'm gonna talk about certain winter tips today. I might be acting like a fool today, still coming out in this weather and doing this vlog, but it's been a while and I did not want this weather to stop me from actually doing what I really wanted to do for the day. And plus, I didn't want myself to be stationary, just sitting at home. So that's why I'm here shooting this vlog. Okay, guys, I had tips for you surviving this snow-clad weather in Toronto. So if you are new, I think you would want to listen to this. My very first advice for the day is like, so the snow or the cold in Toronto or Canada is something that you may not feel it the very first time, but you would feel it after a couple of weeks, maybe a week and a half, and it's really going to take you down. So don't take this for casual. Don't think that nothing is going to happen to you or you're strong or whatever and you're just out on the outside your home and wearing your shorts and knickers and like your slippers. Always layer up, wear a t-shirt, and above that wear a hoodie, and then over a hoodie you wear a jacket. 3 layers at least you need to be wearing. So let's say even if you're going to the office, you would be taking off your jacket, so you'll at least have your sweater on inside the office, and so you don't really feel cold even inside the office, right? Second thing is it's the most talked about thing. It's the vitamin D. So that's one thing that you need to take care of. And you might have seen people talking about, that you're in North America, you got to have vitamin D because you don't see any sun in this weather, which is true. But before that, I would also say that it depends from person to person. Some of us might have good amounts of vitamin D, in our bodies, and if you tend to start supplementing those already doses of vitamin D, you might get kidney stones. So you might want to do some blood work before you finally decide how frequently you need vitamin D and in what potency you would actually need it. The next thing that I wanted to talk about was driving your car. I see a lot of my friends, even in the cold, they would just start their car, and in a rush to reach office early, they would just start the car and then they'll just drive off. The thing is that you need to make sure that the oil inside your car, it has reached all the vital parts of your car, and it usually takes like 30 seconds to 1 minute. And how you would know is that the growling sound of your engine, it kind of goes down, and the needle on the RPM meter goes down. So that's your cue that now you can drive off. You do not really have to warm up the car for like 10 to 15 minutes as used to be the case before, because we used to have carburetor engines. The engines of today, they don't have those. So also, as per the law, you cannot be idling more than a minute. But then it's a different thing if you have to defrost your windows with like the windshields, both in the front and in the back. And of course, you need to make sure that you have winter tires on. It's not an option driving the car without the winter tires. A lot of people do it thinking, we can just drive in the all-season ones. That's not how that happens. And that's the reason you see a lot of cars stuck in the snow while the others are driving so smoothly. With the winter tires, I would say that you should try to get those changed in the month of October, mid-October, because that's the time the weather starts to become cold. And if you cannot change your tires yourself, so you would want to go to a mechanic, there's always a long queue for the appointments, especially when it's November, or let's say when it's mid-November. So that's the time you would want to save, and it gives you like good time in advance to know like what whether your tires are even in good health or no, and you would want to change them for that season or not. Wear the snow boots. I don't think I would be able to wear any other kind of shoes in the winters, and make sure they have nice good rubber soles, because those are the ones that can easily go with the salt on the streets. Otherwise they would just rub off so quickly. And these Decathlon shoes I've been wearing for almost 7-8 years. They have been going so good so far, and I think these are your best catch. Pretty nominally priced, and use the transit app if you're using the public transport, because it's gonna help you know like where your bus is, so you can only go out when you know that it's your time, so you end up not freezing in the winter. That's another thing. Now let's say there's a sunny day that has come up after the snow day has gone. So make sure you have your sunglasses out, because the whiteness of the snow is going to reflect the sunlight in all the directions, and you will not be able to see well. It's just going to keep shimmering in your eyes. So the sunglasses, they help at that point. Make sure you have you see the weather before you go, and let's say if it's going to snow, so it kind of helps you to maybe cover your windshield of your car if you're parking in your office, and you don't have to, or maybe you can just find an enclosed parking so that you don't have to brush off your windshield during that time. And keep a snow brush in your car during this time. It's very much required. I know like people are living in houses, you have to shovel a lot. Make sure that you're not picking up the snow a lot, and you're taking ample amount of rest while shoveling, because there have been people who do not tend to take ample rest in between. Like they don't take as many breaks as they should be during shoveling, and a lot of them, they have died because of heart attacks. So shoveling, it takes a lot of effort. So when you're shoveling, you need to make sure that you are taking ample breaks in between, and it should not turn out to be a really stressful on your body. You may not know, but your heart can very well sense it. Another thing I would want to say is that this is a very Canadian thing to do. Like look out for your neighbors. There are so many old people living in your neighborhood, and they might just need help. So go and check on them, because winter cold really takes a toll on the health of the senior citizens. I happen to know a story where, I don't know if it was Canada Post or it was somewhere in US, that there was this old lady who used to do a goodbye to the postman every time he would pass by, from her window, because she was pretty lonely and she didn't have her kids around, right? And this one day, so it kind of became a daily ritual for them. And this one day, the postman, he's driving past this woman's house, and he finds that she's not there on the window. And he's like, all through these years, she used to goodbye from the window, and now all of a sudden she's not there. And he gets really worried, and he kind of knocks, and nobody opens. And then I don't know what stems in his mind. He breaks open the front door, and he finds her fainted and lying on the floor, and immediately calls 911, and in due time the poor lady's life is saved. So it's always good to check out on your neighbors, and a lot of people, they used to do it even during COVID here in Canada, and I think it's really nice to be doing that. Try to help out people on the way. If you can, if you find somebody's stuck in the traffic. I was seeing a video wherein a woman was stuck in the traffic, an old lady, and everybody was just passing by, and nobody really went out to help her out. I'm like, if it was my mother, I would want at least somebody to go and help her out. And I would definitely go and help her out if I was around. So do that. And most importantly, I feel, if you're driving, make sure the snow on both the front and the back windshield, especially the back windshield, is clear. I still see people driving on the roads, and I don't know like what gives them so much of strength and courage and mind to be driving in this winter conditions. Like, it shows how much unempathetic you are towards the people who are driving. Like, anything can happen on the roads if you don't see anybody who's coming like from behind. And then sometimes the roads are not clear, so drive as much slow as you can. And if you have to change the lanes, withdraw your foot from the accelerator so that at least it doesn't spin on the snow while you're trying to change. And trust me, these are all a small advice or small tips that I have experienced myself in all my due time living in Canada. And if you happen to know, or if you have something even better than what I have listed over here, please don't hesitate to write in the comments below. As much as I'm proud to be Indian, I'm also proud to be a Canadian now, and I like to help my fellow Canadians and fellow Torontonians. And we are all in this weather together, and make this a part of life, like rather than just saying, it's actually kind of snowing. Think of the times when we were back home in India and we would just want to rush to Manali to experience the snow, and now we have the snow and we're blaming for it because now it's become a part of our everyday life. Just embrace it. Thank you so much for coming on my channel. Thank you for watching this video, and if you really liked this video up, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I know that it's winters and going out kind of becomes difficult, but even in that time, don't limit your mobility at all, because that's what matters in this time. Like, make the snow a part of your life. I still remember when 5-6 years back it used to snow so bad. I was not driving and I would still go to the Walmart dragging my grocery trolley, not taking the bus, because I knew that that's only going to be my only workout during that time, and I did not wanted my body and my mind to deprive me of it, and it kind of helped me. I think I fell in love with walking, especially when I had to catch the bus to work, and I think that always kept me on routes, and that's one thing that has made me come out in this snowstorm to walk and shoot this vlog. I hope that helps, and I hope to see you again on my channel. Until then, stay north and stay rooted. Have a good one, guys. Ciao.